Audio test. Rocket attack. You will hear an audio script concerning a mission-related topic. This script will be followed by a conversation between two persons. This conversation will relate to the script. You will hear the tape only once. You will make notes of the script and of the conversation, and from these notes, you will have been instructed either to answer 10 questions or complete a written report of the incident. Good luck. On Thursday, 22nd November 2006, at 10:00 hours, 3 deadly simultaneous rocket attacks were reported in the town of Darfur. The attacks targeted Magnum Deluxe Theatre, Caspian Shopping Center, and Victoria Square, all situated within the area of 2 square kilometers. The fiery explosions sent up huge fumes of black smokes and left streets covered with burning bodies and blood. The preliminary report at 10:10 hours indicated killing of at least 50 people and more than 200 wounded. Angry residents flooded the streets, hurling curses at the rebels. Gunshots were also heard as many angry protesters brought their guns with them and started shooting in air. At 10:30 hours, 3 operation teams, 4 cordon teams, and 2 backup units were mobilized under the command of Deputy Police Commissioner Alexander Taylor. The 3 operation teams were deployed in the 3 different scenes of incident, with each team comprising of 1 special bomb squad, 1 platoon of FPU, 1 investigation unit, 1 forensic unit, 3 operation support units, and 4 ambulances with medical support. The 4 cordon teams were deployed around the area, setting up checkpoints and roadblocks in the area to keep strangers away. Operation Commander Taylor, along with the 2 backup units from FPU Nepal and FPU Jordan, were based at the Operation Command Post in the UN headquarters, and the 2 backup units remained on high alert to respond to any emergency assistance call and to supply additional resources. Operation Team Oscar 1 was deployed in the Magnum Deluxe Theatre. Operation Team Oscar 2 was deployed in the 25-storied Caspian Shopping Center, and Operation Team Oscar 3 was deployed in Victoria Square. The government imposed a curfew on Darfur beginning at 11:00 hours, saying that all persons and vehicles must stay off the streets of the city until further notice. At 11:40 hours, the team leader of Oscar 1 reported that 17 dead bodies and 21 wounded victims were removed from Magnum Deluxe Theatre and were transported to Esquire Hospital. At 12:30 hours, team leader of Oscar 3 reported that 15 dead bodies and 17 wounded victims were removed and transported to National Care and Research Center. The team leader also reported that 11 wounded victims were already transported to the center before the deployment of their team. At 13:20 hours, the team leader of Oscar 2 reported that 1 unexploded bomb was found in the rear compartment of a car parked near the shopping center and was defused by the special bomb squad. The scene was secured and rescue operation was initiated. At 1340 hours, Cordon Team in the north reported that 2 suspicious persons were arrested along with a green Volkswagen car, license plate number 98-Sierra Delta-879. 2 kg of explosives were recovered from under the back of the seat of the car. At 1400 hours, team leader of Oscar II requested for additional support and rescue equipments to gain entry inside the collapsed structures, as the 25-storied building had completely fallen and piled up one on top of the other. At 1410 hours, a backup team was activated along with the required rescue equipments to assist Oscar II. At 1625 hours, team leader of Oscar II reported that 41 dead bodies and 75 wounded victims were extricated. The 41 dead bodies and 35 seriously wounded victims were transported to the National Care and Research Center, and the remaining less severe victims were being treated at the on-site medical camp. Sudan Liberation Movement Army (SLMA) is reportedly responsible for the attack. The operation is still continuing. The following conversation is between the Police Commissioner Philip Morris and the Operation Commander, Deputy Police Commissioner Alexander Taylor. Good evening, Commissioner. I'm here for the 1800 hours reporting.
Good evening, Taylor. Please go ahead.
Today, Thursday, 22nd November 2006, at 1000 hours, the town of Darfur was attacked by 3 rockets that exploded simultaneously, targeting Magnum Deluxe Theatre, Caspian Shopping Center, and Victoria Square, which are situated within 2 square kilometers. The fiery explosions sent up huge fumes of black smokes and left streets covered with burning bodies and blood.
What was the number of casualties reported?
According to the preliminary report, at 10:10 hours, at least 50 people were killed and more than 200 wounded.
What was the immediate reaction of the local residents?
The local residents reacted furiously. They took to the streets and chanted slogans against the rebels. Many angry protesters brought their guns with them and started shooting in air.
Have we been able to control the angry protesters?
The government-imposed curfew on Darfur began at 1100 hours, with effect until further notice. This has helped in keeping the people and vehicle out of the streets.
How have we managed for police mobilization?
3 operation teams, 4 cordon teams, and 2 backup units have been mobilized under my command from 10:30 hours.
What is the composition of the operation teams?
Each operation team is composed of 1 special bomb squad, 1 platoon of FPU, 1 investigation unit, 1 forensic unit, 3 operation support units, and 4 ambulances with medical support.
Where are the operation teams deployed?
The operation teams are deployed in the 3 different scenes of incidents where the rockets had targeted.
Okay, how about the cordon teams?
The cordon teams are deployed around the Darfur area, setting up checkpoints and roadblocks to keep the strangers away.
Where are the backup units based at?
The backup units, one from FPU Nepal and the other from FPU Jordan, are based at the UN headquarters in close coordination with the command post. The units remained on high alert to respond to any emergency assistance call and to supply additional resources.
What have we received from the operation teams?
Oscar 1 is at the Magnum Deluxe Theatre. At 11:40 hours, the team leader reported that 17 dead bodies and 21 wounded victims were removed.
Where are the dead bodies and the wounded victims?
The dead bodies as well as the wounded victims have been transported to Esquire Hospital.
All right.
Oscar 2 is deployed at the 25-storied Caspian Shopping Center. At 13:20 hours, the team leader had reported that an unexploded bomb was found in the rear compartment of a car parked near the shopping center, which was defused by the Special Bomb Squad. After that, the scene was secured and operation began.
Have they faced any difficulties during the rescue operation?
Yes, sir. The team leader had requested for additional support and rescue equipments at 1400 hours to gain entry inside the collapsed structures. The 25-storied building had completely fallen and the floors were stacked like a pancake.
Have we dispatched a backup unit to support them?
Yes, sir. A backup unit was activated at 1410 hours. The unit has also taken with them the required rescue equipment as requested by Oscar 2.
Has there been any progress after that?
At 1625 hours, the team leader reported that 41 dead bodies and 75 wounded victims were extricated from the rubble. All the dead bodies were transported to the National Care and Research Center, and out of the 75 wounded victims, 35 seriously wounded were transported to National Care and Research Center, while the remaining less severe victims were being treated at the on-site medical camp.
What has been reported from the incident site at Victoria Square?
The team leader of Oscar 3 at 12:30 hours reported that 15 dead bodies and 17 wounded victims were transported to National Care and Research Center. 11 wounded victims had already been transported earlier to the center prior to their deployment.
Have we been able to grab any suspects so far?
Yes, sir. The cordon team in the north has reported about 2 suspicious persons with a green Volkswagen car, license plate number 98-Sierra Delta-879. The team has recovered 2 kgs of explosives hidden under the back seat of the car.
Good. Well, has any group taken the responsibility for the attack?
Not yet, sir. However, Sudan Liberation Movement Army is reportedly behind the attack.
So, what is happening on the ground now?
The operation is still in progress, sir.
Thank you, Taylor.